Hi everyone, Julie here. So I'm having a little bit of video trouble, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to get this up. So I apologize if this is totally unedited and if I say too many times and if this is a little rambly or whatever. I don't think I'm going to be able to edit this. So this is my Day in the Life mini album that I made last year, back in 2015. And I wanted to share it before Allie Edwards did her 2016 Day in the Life so that you guys would have a chance to take a look at it. It is still to date one of my favorite projects ever, and I'm just completely obsessed with it. So let's take a look. So I tied it up in a ribbon just to give it a little bit more stability and to be able to give the book a little bit of closure because it otherwise opens by itself. So all of these cards are either Studio Calico or Project Life cards by Becky Higgins. So you can see I started out with It Was One of Those Days. It's a Studio Calico card, and I used the Project Life stamp to stamp in the date. And then I used this little element here, which I probably got from Studio Calico. It has a bit of Allie Edwards flair to it though, so I'm not exactly sure where that came from. That was Genius with a little bit of text on it, and it talks a little bit about this project. So I decided on a whim to document a day in the life, all from where I stand. It was an awesome idea, and I seriously just look at this book. And then I put the hashtag from where I stand, and this is a little dot that I actually used to cover up. Oh, and you can't see it, but I had put the hole in a different place, and I changed my mind, so I put a little glue dot over it, and then I added some little black dots onto it to give it a little bit of a speckly look. And this is the back. So this is a Project Life card, a circle, and a little heart. And then I added the date again, so it was June 23rd, 2015. And this is a stamp that says what I love about, and then I wrote in from where I stand. And again, some more stamping on the back side. And this is a Project Life card. And I wanted to use cards that I absolutely love, but that are too girly for a lot of the projects that I do for Project Life. So I really wanted to make this my own and totally do something that was just for me. So here's a picture of first thing in the morning, and everything's in chronological order, and I added a stamp that said hello, and then I wrote coffee underneath. So you can see that this was a large photo that I cut into two 4x6s. I think I printed it on 8.5 by 11 paper and then cut it down to size. And so here's my next picture, again, another picture of my coffee cup. And a little tag that I probably got from Studio Calico. And then this is some journaling, just talking about morning coffee with a little sticker. And again, you can see like how pink this is, and I absolutely love that. So a lot of my cards are craft paper, just little cards that I made. And again, elements, little stickers, and they all are a little raised, so they're perfect for a mini book like this where the depth of the sticker doesn't really matter as much. And so here's some more lettering and craft paper with a little sticker. And this is a picture of we went to the dentist. So this book was of me and my then 7-year-old running around getting ready for vacation. It was like his first day of summer, but my 3-year-old or 2-year-old at the time was still in school. And so I added a little quote from going to the dentist. And so you can see the stamp here, and then this good stuff is a little element that I have. Happy thoughts, again, I think this is actually paper cut down to size. We went to Target and did a bunch of errands, and again I took a 6x8 and cut it into two 4x6s, and this is us eating lunch at Target. And then here's a picture of our feet while we're watching. It was a big thunderstorm came in and it was raining so heavy that we just sat and decided to watch it, and this is a little write-up on that. And so again, here's a little dotted card, and I wrote in moments like these, my own handwriting. And here's our feet, and the Heidi swap element from one of her mini kits for Project Life. And then another, some more text. I think that's a Studio Calico card. I can feel like it's a little thicker. And then a little bit more text, and again, just a small sticker. There's another picture. This one was us doing errands. We went to the city so that I could get my hair cut. We did a lot of driving that day, which was a little crazy. And this cutout is actually a cutout from a printable calendar that I got last year, which is not available this year, and I was a little bummed that they didn't do it again. And I think this is one of the Dear Lizzie Project Life kits. Here's the other side. And so here's us, again, grabbing some more snacks after I got my hair cut. And this is coming outside of the hairdresser. And I wrote from where I stand in here. I actually used a digital stamp, but for some reason when I printed this, it didn't print out. I don't know what happened there. But, so I wrote it in instead. And here's another card. Again, I love how girly all of these cards are. And then again, it rained again. And so I took more pictures of our feet, doing errands, and a little card that had rad on it. And there were moments where I was going to add more stuff, and I just decided to leave it a little blank. Here's us on the escalator. I guess we were going on the train. And I used a lot of stamps in this one. Here to there, noteworthy, adventure, and captured in travelogue are all stamps. And again, more text. And that's a stamp that says destination on it. And here's a cutout from one of the Project Life cards. I wanted to cut it down and put it on this purple paper because it's just one of my favorite papers, so I added it in there. And then again, here's another 6x8 that I cut down to 2 4x6s, and this Feet View stamp is a digital stamp from Kelly Stamps that I used. And some little stars, and now my 2-year-old at the time was back from school, so I took a picture of him playing. Again, there's my feet. And then resting towards the end of the day, here's my dog, Pepper. Every single time I put my feet up or sit down on the couch, he is right there on me. So I used this little Studio Calico card and put a sticker on top. And then I used a stamp that says for the love of on the back. And I love cards like this especially. So I wrote in the text and then added a little heart, and then I put the lines underneath after I wrote. And then here is again the aftermath of a 2-year-old playing. And I added some paint to this card and then used these awesome little alphas that are wooden. I don't know if you can see it, but they're pretty high. They're pretty well raised. So this was again a perfect book to use, or those kind of elements in. And again, more of that paper, and then a little sticker that said "Be wonderful" and a glass of wine to top off the day. And then more of that purple paper, and I did a little 10 things we did today, which I really liked how that came out. And then again, some more fun paper and another card that I absolutely love. And the back of it says "Adventure Awaits." So that's my day in the life album. I loved having a theme for my photos because it really told the story of our day in a way that was totally unique. And I had a lot of fun putting this together and using elements that I wouldn't normally use in a different way because I had this open format with this awesome book that could be as thick or as thin as I wanted it to. So did all the hole punching, and I don't know if you can tell, but I have flipped through this book so many times that it is like a little rough around the edges, but I think that's a really good thing. So I hope this inspires you for your own day in the life, and happy documenting.